So pay attention to what my wording is. We believe your website should work harder than you do. And we talk about that we, deal with B2B, commerce sites, etc. And then automate to elevate your business. This link takes you to a marketing automation page. That is my default homepage, okay? Now, I'm going to take you over to, this is the tool that we use. There are a couple of them. This is the one that we like the best because of the power it has. So it's called Write Message. And what you do is you set up segments. And the segments allow it to begin to remember who the person is and what they were interested in. So let's look at something, for example, interests. I have a lot of different things someone might come to my website being interested in. They might come to my website being interested in Hickashop specifically, because we get a lot of referrals from Hickashop. They might come looking for drip. So how is Hickashop defined? Hickashop is defined as, now I use drip email marketing automation. Right now we kind of have like a very simplistic kind of setup, but we can do Infusionsoft, we can do drip, a couple others that are integrated with this. Drip is the one I happen to use. So when someone comes to my website, it looks and goes, well, does Drip know who they are? Are they already, did they already give me their email address? Are they already in my Drip system? And if so, do they have a tag that says the platform they use is Hickashop? Okay, maybe it doesn't have that. So the other thing it looks at is, hey, was the first page they ever landed on the Hickashop Avatax connector? Well, no one's going to come to that page as the first page on my website unless they use Hickashop. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I can logically put that in here. I can also say, or there's a custom field in Drip that says that it's Hickashop. There's a couple different ways you can put data in Drip, and I have both activated. Or they came to my website with a URL that had a UTM parameter of term equals Hickashop. Or they came from the domain Hickashop. Now, referral domains, if it opens in a new tab, if they put tracking protection on, which a lot of people are being encouraged to do in their browser, that doesn't always work. But I still put it in there because maybe I'll catch it, right? So I have both ways that Hickashop could do their domain, or their UTM parameter source equals Hickashop. So I have different UTMs out there based on what they're in. I have some social media stuff that has a UTM parameter of Hickashop. If I share it and someone actually clicks through the link to come check out what Polished Geek is, it will pass it over and say, this person responded to something on social media that was about Hickashop. And so based on any of these things, it'll go, I know they're interested in Hickashop. And I have the same sort of stuff for Infusionsoft. I can do different landing pages, different terms and stuff. I have Drip. Same way, actually interested genuinely in Drip itself, all that, okay? So you set up these, and you can refine them as you go. Like, you can keep looking at your Google Analytics and look at your referral traffic and look at things that are coming in and go, that's another place that I can add into this to tell it that I'm pretty sure when someone comes from there that they're interested in this topic. The other thing that I can do is I can deliberately put my links out on things specifically that way. So, like, for example, if you go to, there's this partner that we have for a company called ASEer, and if I go to find a partner and I go find my listing in here, there we are, it's Polished Geek. So when I hover over my link, if you can see down in the bottom left, it says UTM source equals ASEer. So I had control over this listing. I'm able to put that in so that I can pass that over to my website, okay? So these are all little things that you do. You just gradually keep expanding them and expanding and expanding them. I also can do things like ask people on the website. I can ask them, like, are you B2B or are you B2C or whatever? And if they actually click and answer, it'll store that about them, and it'll know that for the next time they come back. So I have different things about what kind of e-commerce they have. I ask questions about what kind of industry they are. I even ask them, what marketing platform do you use, that sort of stuff. And then, of course, the interest is the big one for me, right? So then you're like, okay, well, that's good. So then what do you do with it? So if I go over to the dashboard, there is this campaign that I set up. So you set up these segments, you tell it how to know what the segment is. And then you see how this says segment ASEER? This wording on my homepage changes. If someone comes to my website and it has some way of knowing that person was interested in ASEER, the homepage will change. And it will change to say this, and I'll tell them this, and then the link even changes. This now goes, if you look down in the bottom left, that doesn't go to marketing automation anymore. It goes directly to my product information management page. I even have this wording changes here. I even have the wording change here, etc. And so there's my one for ASEER. Here's my one for drip. So this goes to a different page. So it's one homepage, but it dynamically adapts based on what it knows about the person. And if that person comes back next week, it knows that they were interested in drip, and when they look at my homepage, it's always going to be different. Now, I can show you, like, let's open the link in an incognito window. See how my homepage just changed?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we can do. Now, I can do it anywhere. I don't have to just do it on the homepage, but all the wording and everything changed. I can actually make it change a little faster. I'm honestly deliberately not doing that. I'm loading the script for this that allows it to do this. I'm loading it through Google Tag Manager, which is not the fastest way to do it. There is this brief moment where you see the original content and then it adapts. And the reason why I'm leaving mine that way is because I do personalization work and I want people to go, oh, that's cool. It knew that I care about ASEER and it changed, right? I want people to like pay attention to that. But if I was implementing it on like your site or someone else's, we would load the script a little differently so it loads faster and then you don't necessarily see that change as obvious. It would be like just doing it while it loads. But yeah, so that is actually what it'll do. And we can, if we can define, we know they came from this ad, we can put a UTM in it or whatever, or we know that this was their original landing page, then we can tag them with that. And then when they come back, we can have the homepage do something different. I can change what the menu links are at the top. I can change the header across the top. I can do all kinds of stuff. I can put a little banner at the top that says, you know, hyperspectral consultants available, you know, give us a call or something, whatever you want to do, so that every time they come to the site, they're getting the message of, wow, these guys really know about hyperspectral. That's what I'm interested in. I should give them a call. So it just kind of reinforces to them they're in the right place. They found the right company. And so that's what personalization is, and that's how it works.